Greetings, Sad here, and I'm trying to get rid of my habit marking pauses with a tongue click, but it's going so. No, I thought I'd make a bit of a vlog today, vloggy, and summer is kind of here now in southern Sweden, middle of May, and I have some pretty good news. I managed to overcome post-COVID. So the last, what is it, 14 months now? No, it's more than 14 if it's May. Shouldn't it be 1.5 year? 18 months? So around 17 to 18 months I've been struggling with post-COVID, another fatigue syndrome. I'd just gotten better from my previous one. In my experience, I've been struggling with ME, which is a chronic fatigue syndrome. Then I went over to post-COVID because apparently I wasn't fatigued enough. Thought I'd had another go at it. Great. And but 25th of April, I succeeded in like really readjusting my body. It's been fantastic. So now, I'm trying to work on my sympathetic nerve system to like get back in action, and but the itinerary, maybe not the itinerary, my schedule and my to-do list is full. So I'm maybe a bit long here, and my planning is full. I'm doing lots of stuff, but it's going well. Like so much positive progression, and I'm actually really happy with a lot about my situation right now. It's so much better not being unhealthy. And earlier this spring, it wasn't just the tiredness. I still have my weird myopathy, so I get these cramps and muscle attacks, and I got one of those when your neck is really bad. You can get it like after sleeping poorly, you get this really tense cramping. And I guess it depends on how you define cramping, like how active it is. It's more like a passive high degree of tension. So I've been struggling with that in my neck. I went to massage therapist. I've been going to physiotherapists. Physiotherapists are the one that are like when you on the national level you go to your doctors, etc. So that's kind of crazy. And but it's my neck stuff. Like it's been crazy. Just so much pain over. It was like 6 weeks for it to get better, and then another week to sort of like even recover a bit more. And it's still like wonky sometimes. I get like some neck pain, but I've been working on it, and the news about my myopathy is that I have an appointment with a neurologist late May, and they're gonna check my nerves if they can see something, hopefully about I'm hoping to have like some progression in the investigation because I've been doing medical investigations since I was 11 years old. I had my birthday recently, so I'm 39 now. So it's been 27 years, right? 28, right. Anyway, crazy stuff. Uh, it'll be interesting to see if the neurologist has some like ideas about what to do about it. But I can kind of live with my muscle disease. I'm pain tolerant. I have a few meds that help decently, so now I can work, and it's been great. And I'm working on starting my consultant business now, finally. And I feel like I'm almost there to do the launch and the release. But I've been a bit it took more time than I expected. And one of the reasons was that when I was going over like the sources and the reference material, it was not as easy to find and what do you say, bring it together, compile, whatever. I can't find the word right now. Feels like it's a com prefix word I'm looking for, but bringing all my reference together and putting it together, it's been like a bunch of work. So that took a lot more work time than I expected. And also, I planned on doing some of my articles. At first, my plan was to do them lighter, more casual, more like quick to read. But I ended up doing them more seriously. So they are more in depth. They are a bit more articulated, um, things like that. And there's a couple of reasons why it ended up like that. But I'm a bit worried now because it's less casual that people will be intimidated by it. Because I do want, this is an article that I want to reach people at a widespread level. Uh, so it being kind of intimidating and too deep is a bad thing because then your reach goes down by a lot. But there's a couple of points that motivates me writing it more, you know, in depth like this, a little bit more complex and thorough. It's more thorough, and one of the reasons is that in the future, this is actually my big launch articles here. It might be something that I am known for. Like people could be saying, this is the guy who wrote the How to Avoid Dying article. Um, so that's one of the reasons why I decided to make it a bit more thorough. And another is I saw a study where they checked on how aware people were of problematic chemicals, the pollution chemicals that are we primarily get from plastics. I think that was the focus of the article, the PFAS chemicals, PFAS, also known as the forever chemicals. And they had, the warning lights about these chemicals came up in 2010, and then on the scientific side, well, the warning lights were actually a lot earlier, but like this is where it's like really started to get traction, and there were some good studies and stuff like that. So then there's a journalistic progression around that time, 2012, 2013, where like there's some actual serious journalism and people should have been informed back then, but it kind of fell flat. So then this study checked like, okay, who has heard of these problematic chemicals and how did you learn of it? And they found that it was about 30% of the Americans they questioned that had heard about forever chemicals and that they were a problem. And most of them had gotten that information through community sharing. So they were not like that invested into the journalistic article. The reason a lot of people had heard of it was because of community sharing. That's like really important component. So that means that it's less important for me to write a casual article that everyone reads, because the way you reach people is not by everyone reading it. The way you reach it is by hitting hard and making people tell others about it. It's the science point to this, that community sharing is how this health information is like spreading in the most effective way, which changes of course how I write the article, because then I need to it needs to pack like a serious punch with the people who the readers I manage to reach, you know. But I'm not the only one, you know, talking about and promoting health. There are others too, but I have my part, and I will have eventually. I hope to find my audience, you know. So yeah, it'll be interesting, and so that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing physiotherapy to deal with my muscle issues, and I'm hopefully launching sometime soon, and I hope you like it. Yeah.